welcome back to the Kindred Nerds podcast. We are your hosts, Catherine and Claire, and this week's episode is all about us. We're headed out of this galaxy to learn more about your main characters.
Welcome to Out of This Galaxy, a new segment where we kind of are going to talk about some things that may not be relevant to our podcast themes, but we still would like to share with you, audience listeners. So today we are going to talk about, as Kat said, meeting your main characters. So we're going to start with some facts about us. Kat, can you tell me a fun fact about you?
First and foremost, anybody who knows me, I am an avid runner. I always have a race lined up. I like the long distance runs. It's so good for my mental health. Like it gets that energy out in a healthy way. It's the best medicine for me, but for about 10 years now, I just love to run.
And I can attest, I've seen a lot of your medals and all the things that you've gotten from races. I've seen you run
Yes.
into races this year actually. So it's cool that I get to be your slow friend who sits on the sidelines and cheers you on. I know you've been working really hard on getting yourself back to what your capacity was once upon a time, and being there to cheer you on has been fun enough for me that I am further going to encourage you to go, go, go.
Yay. Uh, and having you there is the best. I loved it so much. Except for the first time when you told me that the rest of the course was only uphill. I was like, dude,
To be fair though, it was like 1.5 kilometers left. Like I was like literally at like what the 8K marker or something like that. So it was like you're so close, just a hill left. And you're like, oh, thanks.
no, it was still great. I'm like so fine with stuff like that. I'm a whole different person when I'm running. Just give us your first fact.
So my first fact about me is I love creating things, especially with my hands. I'm very much a kinesthetic learner. I like to get hands on. I don't like, I enjoy getting my hands messy, but I don't like the feeling of my hands being dirty, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, I get that actually.
But yeah, so growing up, I used to love sitting in my grandparents' or my dad's workshop and doing woodworking. What else do I do these days? Cooking was always a really big part of my life, and baking when I was younger. So I think that also contributed to my love for working with my hands and my love for doing things with my hands. So that was kind of my first fact about me.
Love it.
Okay, give me another fact about you, Kat.
Another fact about me is I am an IT professional. I love saying that. I love being a woman representative in the IT world. I love exploring all the new and emergent technologies. There is an aspect of the IT world that's creative and logical at the same time.
I love that. I love that.
Next fact about you.
My second fact about me was that I love learning. I think that you're never too old to learn something new. Learning doesn't just stop when you leave school. I enjoy reading books, between mostly fiction. I enjoy fantasy, obviously, but I've also enjoyed sci-fi books, even just like a romance story here and there. It's a good way to get lost in another world for a little bit.
Mhm.
So reading books. My day job constantly has new information coming out, keeping it very vague on purpose. I work in education, so there's always new things coming out about development and the effects of a variety of different studies on youth. So, reading through those things as well and engaging with my day job community, and as well as learning a new skill or a new craft. So, 2 years ago, 3 years ago for my birthday, I was like, that's it. This year I'm going to teach myself how to crochet. And sure enough, I went and bought my first hook, my first skein of yarn, and just practiced. And then Kat and I have been sharing over the last how many months now? We've been learning how to sew together and learning those kinds of practical applications. I've started to make my own clothing items for certain things. So just learning new skills and learning new information and spreading the wealth of knowledge that I do happen across with other people in my life and in my community.
I love it.
All right, your turn again. One more. Give me one more fact. I think 3 facts about each of us would be a good start.
Yes, I agree, and I'm very excited to tell you this fact.
Ooh, is it one I know?
Maybe, but I don't know. Well, we've kind of discussed it for
Okay.
a reason. I always finish eating with a king bite.
Ah, I love that.
Always, 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 always. And I've got like the solution for everything because I've heard, well, what if you're not hungry enough to finish everything? Well, then you still have that king bite ready for when you're ready for your last bite. Like it's just I want to have the taste of this food lingering in the best form of itself after I finish eating. So it will
I love it.
always
Is it one of those things? Now, is your definition of a king bite a little bit of everything or whatever you liked the most?
like the most.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm kind of with you on that. Especially when you kind of said, "I want to like have this taste in my mouth
yeah,
lingering."
but
I could probably say I'm very close to the same. I am very intentional with what my next bite is going to be. It probably gives way more thought into eating than I need to.
fair.
But that's just how my brain
I
works.
know. I eat pizza slices backwards. I don't really like crust, actually, depending on the crust. There could be some like really good pizzerias with crusts, but not a big crust person, so I eat them backwards. And sandwiches, I tend to eat the crust around too. Like I'm just, I'm very,
See, with with sandwiches, I do eat the crust first, but with pizza, the crust is one of my favorite parts, so I always eat that last.
okay.
And then there's even times where I'm like, oh, I could really use like a little bit more pizza, but I don't want a full slice, so I will just rip the crust off a slice and eat it.
No way.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Food. We love food.
what's your last?
Okay, my last fact wasn't even that much fun of a fact compared to yours. I'm a morning lark.
Mm,
I rise with the sun most of the time, and my peak focus and motivation is typically in the morning. I actually don't like it when I sleep in like past 9:30 because then I get up and I feel like my day is just I've wasted so much of the day. And I know I really haven't, but it's the motivation aspect of it for me. So I'm definitely a morning person.
mm. Yes, I can attest to this too. I'm a
Yeah.
morning person, but not by choice. I would be sleeping until
Exactly.
10:30 every day if I could.
Yeah.
But I love that when I visit you and I stay with you, I love that you're a morning person because it kind of gets me up and going and excited. And then you're right, by the time it is like lunchtime, you're like, well, I've done everything I need to do for today. Now it's just chill. And I'm like, wow, this reward is
Yep.
great.
Yep.
I normally
Yeah, and
delay.
it's just it's the aspect of getting your list done and then just relaxing.
Hmm.
So,
I think
but
like,
that's just how my body works.
yeah, I think my peak productivity is mid-afternoon. Almost when the panic sets in that the day is almost done and we need to get stuff done. And it's like, okay, let's get going.
I hear that. Well, and even growing up, I was maybe this is just being an uh, an adolescent, I guess, I was such a procrastinator, especially when it came to school.
Mm,
So I don't know if maybe that's just what it's like when you're a teenager. But I guess I still do kind of procrastinate, but my motivations are definitely in the morning hours of the day.
hmm I love that
Yeah.
we're opposite in that regard. I really value, we'll have a whole podcast on balance because I'm obsessed with the concept. But we're yin and yang. We work out so well in certain regards that we're the same but different, and it gives comfort but variety.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. Comfort, variety, even just being able to nudge each other outside of our comfort zones here and there.
Hmm. Yes.
Amazing.
Yay.
Well, thank you for joining us out of this galaxy for 3 facts about us. Shall we head over to the Cantina Corner for the next segment?
I'm ready to go. Welcome back to the Cantina Corner, where all your favorite characters love to come and hang out, grab a drink, and have a lighthearted chit chat about various topics and discussions. Today, kind of segued out of this galaxy from talking about our day jobs slightly, but today's topic: what career path would you take in the Star Wars galaxy? So, Claire, what kind of role fits your personality? Are you more of an engineer, a smuggler, a cantina performer, a,
No, not that one. Not that one.
a
Not a
Jedi?
cantina performer.
Are you a bounty hunter or a droid mechanic? Oh, that's kind of cool. Would you be in the
That would be cool.
rebellion, the empire? What do you think I would be?
In in another life of mine, I think I would have been a baker or a chef. So part of me kind of wants to lean towards just working in some sort of establishment, maybe in Coruscant,
Cool.
upper or lower, I don't know. But also, like, Jedi Librarian is kind of piquing my interest a little bit just because I do love reading and I do love learning. And I mean, you get to interact with Jedi. I think that'd be pretty
That'd be
cool.
so
And
cool.
learning about all the histories of the galaxy. But if I had to pick one, I would probably choose to be some sort of chef or baker in a more neutral setting.
Okay.
Maybe not necessarily Coruscant, but it would definitely not be a rebellion versus empire type of establishment. I don't want to get involved in the politics of the world. I just want to, make you some yummy food and drinks and share my love and passion through food with other people, other aliens, other beings. Yeah.
Yeah, who's that in The Force Awakens? I can't remember her name. She's got the big glasses and she's there where
Mm-hmm.
you're looking it up. Um, I could see you be kind of like a baker in her establishment, like just like a safe space for everybody. Everybody comes, nobody's treated unequally. It's kind of like a we just exist
Yeah.
here together type situation.
Kanata.
Maz Kanata. Oh my God, that's
Maz Kanata.
Maz. Okay.
There we go.
I could see you hanging out with Maz all day,
Yeah, I could totally do
but
that.
I could also see you in the Jedi Library, hands down.
Yeah, right. Okay, and let me before you answer. I think you would probably be some sort of mechanic, whether or not it's droid specifically. I can see you working on a ship, whether it be with navigation or engineering. I find that maybe your love with IT, because tech is very heavily dominated in the Star Wars realms. So, yeah, I'd say something in those kinds of regards where you get to do your logical side, but then you also get to do your creative side.
Yeah. That was basically
But
going to
what
be my
would your
answer
answer
B.
be?
That was essentially. More specifically in the rebellion. I'd be there helping them out some way or another. Definitely I'm good with my hands. I love those connection pieces. One of my favorite things about IT is those aha moments where you're struggling to figure something out and then all of a sudden it populates and you're like, ah, this works. This is the best feeling in the whole world.
Yeah.
So
Would you be working with Beaumont Kin?
only if I'm lucky, that would be dope. Alternatively, I can see a part of me wanting to be like Han Solo and just having like a buddy to like sail around the universe in or fly around the universe in and work on my own ship. Yep.
But what would your income be should that be the case?
Ooh. Uh,
Like what would you do to make money to continue traveling
it's
around
probably not a good
the
idea
galaxy?
to discuss on camera, but money would come in. Oh God, no.
Okay. Okay, cantina performer it
No,
is.
not that direction. Think opposite. I don't know. I'd probably like rob places, rob rich people.
Oh, so you'd be kind of doing the same thing that Han Solo was doing when Jabba came after
Yeah,
him.
man. Yeah, basically. But
I got you.
only the
I got
rich.
you.
Only the rich.
What a beautiful little cantina corner conversation we just
I
had.
know. I loved it. But I also do love what we have planned next.
Are you ready to roll for random? All right. I've got my dice. You've got the table.
Got the table.
Ready to roll?
Ready to roll.
18.
Ooh, that's a D&D.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Great question.
What?
What would a Star Wars D&D campaign setting look like?
Oh, okay. So I've actually heard that there is a pre-written campaign that takes place in the Mandalorian timeline where you're just out and about. So that one would be super interesting.
Very cool.
There is a, I'm not going to spoil it because I know we're going to deep dive into this conversation in another episode. There is a Star Wars antagonist that I would love, love, love to make a character for. I think it's my favorite Star Wars villain of all time. I am obsessed with him. I think that would be great. Campaign setting, it would depend on what you're going for. You could do a political one that takes place at the rise of the Empire. But then you could also do like a bounty hunter-esque one.
I love the Andor, A New
Ooh.
Hope, or not A New Hope, Rogue One.
Yeah.
That,
Oh, that would be dope to be a part of like the beginnings of the
yeah,
rebellion.
like getting the
That's a
plans
good.
for the Death Star. And oh my God, like that whole
Yeah, like infiltrating, just
infiltrating.
like in Rogue One. Yeah, you could have so many. You could do a campaign where you are a Jedi. I know in 5th edition there is, I think it's a psionic warrior that you could. I don't remember what class that is. A fighter, maybe? Yeah, there's like a psionic warrior, which a lot of their moves and abilities are similar to a Jedi, like a large jump type of thing. You can move things with your mind. That would be cool to have like a specifically Jedi oriented. You know, you start off as a level 1 Padawan,
Yeah.
and then by the time you get to the level 20, you're a Jedi Master.
I I think on a different train of thought, a smuggler's adventure or a pirate adventure with Hondo, like that would be so good.
That would be
I wish
amazing.
there was more Hondo in Star Wars. Like there needs to be a
Yeah,
whole series for him.
no, I agree. He is right off the bat a fantastic character. Well, did you know? Did I tell you this? That the voice actor for Hondo is the voice actor for Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
I did know that, but I don't know if I knew it from you, but I did know that. I love
I
that.
can't unhear it now. Now every time I hear Hondo, I hear Tigger.
Oh my gosh.
But Jim Cummings has said on Instagram that there's more Hondo to come.
Please.
So I'm just super stoked about that. Hondo is a hilarious character, and I think having him as an NPC in a D&D
Oh,
campaign would be hilarity.
it would be so good.
And
Absolutely.
also a big enough challenge for your dungeon master to play Hondo. I think that would be
I
hilarious.
really want to try dungeon mastering. I think I would be fairly good at it.
It's a lot of
I
work.
believe you. Maybe I'll set one up just for you, like you did for me.
I would love to see you DM.
I would love to see me DM too. I saw Deborah Ann Wool is doing a D&D show, and I think she's the DM. I've seen her talk about D&D a lot. I'm so excited to see that. My algorithm is set to like D&D and cosplay right now. Like I don't
I love it.
hopefully that just means there's more of that in my future for myself and not just online.
Yeah.
More to come.
Oh, it'll happen.
More to come.
It'll happen. Well, and I think I told you my one of my DMs has said that he would DM a session for us as players. So
Oh,
I'll put
yes,
that in
yes,
your
yes. Yes.
so that way you get a little bit more experience. But
That was fun. Star
that
Wars
was fun. That
D&D.
was a good roll for random.
It was. You got to know a little bit more about us, and we talked about our career paths in another life, working with the rebellion or keeping the Jedi books in order.
I like organizing.
Oh my God, speaking of, can you come visit? There's so much stuff in my house that needs to be organized, and you always help me out.
Yes. Yes, we can do that. That's so funny. I was actually thinking along very similar lines. I kid you not, probably yesterday.
Of visiting me?
I don't know why I was thinking of, no, of
Oh,
helping you organize your house.
which involves visiting me.
It does involve visiting you, so we'll have to figure that out. Well, thank you everybody for joining us while you meet your main characters.
Please follow us on YouTube, Spotify, like, rate, subscribe at the Kindred Nerds. We'll see you next week.
Bye! Thanks for
Bye.
joining.